In our previous video, I showed you that mantissa is your binary fraction in computer memory. However, when we looked at our first example, 3.75, we cheated a little bit by splitting its fractional part, 0.75, into these two components, 0.5 plus 0.25. But what if the fraction was something more challenging, like something like this, which is much more challenging? So we need to find a way to do this properly step by step. So let's go to 0.75. Let's get rid of this previous result and start over again, step by step. So step number 1, you take the integral part and convert it to a binary number. So 3 is binary 11. Then it's a binary fraction, so we create a radix point right here. And now we're going to compute mantissa. So I'm just going to copy and paste those question marks. And the first step that you take is that we're going to go back to our calculator, make it visible right here, switch to the standard version, and now take the fractional part, 0.75, and multiply it by 2. Right away, just multiply it by 2. So this is step number 1. Take the fractional part and multiply it by 2. So 0.75 times 2 equals 1.5. Okay, so we're just going to write this down, 1.5. Next step, you ignore the whole part and you take the fractional part again and again multiply it by 2. So this will be 1.0. I don't need the calculator for this one. And I write it down like this, 1.0, basically shifting each position to the next bit. And then again we will take the fractional part, 0.0, and multiply it by 2. Of course it becomes 0.0. And now, as long as we have the 0, we can keep multiplying it by 2, and it's just going to stay 0. So this is your fraction, 11.110, right? So we can fill this in by saying 11, which comes from these two results, and the rest is just 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So we're going to fill this in with zeros. And this is our binary fraction, but it's not normalized. So let's just say that this is denormalized. So then we're going to take it, we'll just take it down here, step by step. Now we need to be able to normalize it. So how about I just move my comment denormalized. And now we want to make it normalized. So just copy and paste. And we know what normalized looks like. That the radix point is always after the first significant digit. So it has to move right here. So this fraction is now normalized. And in normalized version of the binary fraction, the integral part is always 1. Now look at the radix point going from denormalized version to normalized. It shifted one position to the left. The meaning of this is that if we take the normalized fraction and multiply it by 2, and I'll use parentheses because this 2 is like decimal. So if we multiply the normalized one by 2, it will become 11.11 again. So because IEEE standard requires us to store normalized binary fractions, we're going to store this, but also as the integral part, and this will be our mantissa. Of course, the rest of the mantissa is all zeros, but now we also have to account for this part. And this is where the exponent comes into play. Its value is the power to which we have to raise 2 when doing this multiplication. In our case, it's 1, 2 raised to the first power. Now let's scroll back to our original picture. right here. So we have our normalized mantissa ready, just like this. And of course, the integral part 1 is never stored because it's always this integral part. So it's just this 1, 1, 1 with the rest of it's just zeros is going to be stored here in the mantissa field. And now our exponent 1 must be stored not simply as 1, but as 127 plus 1. Because you see, the hardware wants to subtract 127 before using it to compute the power. Okay, so we're going to store our exponent as, I'll just write it right here, E equals 127 plus 1, which equals 128, and we can use this value to convert it to a binary number, which will be 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so this is our exponent. Basically, it's 128 because we have to take what we need and add 127 to it. So this is our exponent. So I think we're ready to write the entire fraction. So this time I'll just write it up here. The sign is 0 because it's a positive number. The exponent is this, and mantissa is 1, 1, 1, with the rest of the bits set to 0. And we can quickly verify that this result is correct by bringing back our base 2 fractions right here. Then, starting with mantissa, these 1, 1, 1 bits correspond to these 3 base 2 fractions. We can sum them using the calculator and enter 0.5 plus 0.25 plus 0.125 equals this. Now remember that the integral part 1 was never stored in our floating point data structure in memory. So we just have to remember to add it manually. So we just say plus 1 equals this. And finally, we have to multiply this by our exponent. So we say multiply by 2 equals 3.75.